Have you ever wondered why two people can do the exact same thing, but one feels fulfilled while the other feels empty? What if the difference isn't the action, but the intention behind it? Why does my faith say your actions are judged by your intentions? And how can you make every moment of your life more meaningful starting today? If you're new here, my name is Amer. I'm a Muslim mentor, engineer, and life coach, and I'm here to talk to you about how to live a more purpose driven life. Today's episode, we're diving into Niyya, or the power of intention. The late great Muhammad Ali, may Allah have mercy on him, said champions aren't made in gyms. Champions are made from something they have deep inside them: a desire, a dream, and a vision. They have the skill and the will, but the will must be stronger than the skill. When you think about champions, you probably picture medals, trophies, fame, or money. But Muhammad Ali's quote reminds us that true champions are built inside. It's not just the skill that makes you a champion, it's your why behind your actions. Your skill might get you started, but your intention is what keeps you going. Without clear reason, even the strongest will lose focus. Let's start with the story. Imagine a traveler in the desert and he comes across a well and thinks, I'm thirsty. He fills his cup and drinks, but then he notices a dog nearby almost dying from thirst. He feels that compassion and he uses his shoe to fetch the water and gives the dog a drink. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, told us about a story similar to this one, saying that Allah forgave this man's sins because of his intention and this small act of kindness. His niyyah was pure, and it wasn't about being seen or the likes or the social media or rewarded, but it was truly about helping this creature in need. This story teaches us the importance of intentions and how intentions shape the value of our actions. Why? Because his intention was pure, and we saw the result of it. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, actions are judged by intentions. In Islam, even the smallest deeds done with pure intention can hold incredible value. A small act with the right heart is greater than a big act done for the wrong reasons. Allah also reminds us in the Quran, whatever good you do, Allah knows it. Islam teaches us that intention transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. I want to share some tips on how to practice improving your intention. Number one, start with Bismillah. Saying Bismillah in the name of Allah, in the name of God, before beginning any tasks is a simple yet profound practice. It's not just a phrase. It's a moment to pause and think about this action that you're about to do and dedicate it to being in the service of Allah. This small habit can transform routine activities into acts of worship. For example, when you say Bismillah before starting your job, you remind yourself that your efforts are for Allah, they're for God, and to fulfill your responsibilities. Saying Bismillah before cooking turns meal prep into an act of care and service for your loved ones, seeking the blessings of Allah. Before studying or learning something new, saying Bismillah aligns your efforts with the intention of gaining knowledge to do better for yourselves and to benefit others. Bismillah is like setting the compass of your heart. It directs your actions towards a higher purpose. By starting with this simple phrase, you invite Allah's guidance, blessings, and support into everything that you do. Imagine every task you begin being surrounded by the blessing of Allah, simply because you started with this phrase, Bismillah. Number two, ask yourself why. This is perhaps the most critical step in refining your intentions. Before you start any action, take a moment for a second, go to yourself and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Who am I doing this for? For example, are you volunteering at an event because you genuinely want to help that cause? Or are you seeking recognition? Are you working hard because you want to serve your family and community, or just to gain that status or wealth? Are you posting on social media to inspire others or to gain validation for those likes, for those comments? When you identify the why behind your actions, it becomes a lot easier to weed out those insincere motives. This moment of self awareness helps you realign your actions with your purpose. One tip that has worked for me in the past is to write down your intention. So you can read it, you can see it. This helps you stay connected to your intentions even when distractions come up. Asking why isn't just about finding faults. It's about discovering opportunities to refocus and act with sincerity. Revisit your intentions midway through a task. It's natural for our minds to drift or for ego to come in as we perform these tasks. That's why it's important to check in with yourself during the task. Pause and ask yourself, am I still doing this for the right reason? Has my focus shifted? Has my intention changed? One of the best tips that I learned throughout my life is to check your intention at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of whatever task you're doing. For example, if you're giving a presentation, are you still focused on sharing that knowledge, or has the thought of impressing the crowd taken over? When helping a friend, are you doing it for the sake of God alone, or are you expecting them to reciprocate that same task or favor later on in life? This practice of revisiting your intention, it helps you correct it in real time. Even if your intentions start to go the other way, you can bring them back slowly and bring them back to sincerity. Set reminders for yourself during those long tasks. Like I said, write it down, simple sticky note, a phone that says check your intention. And it can serve as a powerful reminder when you're going through these long tasks. Imagine being able to steer your actions back to sincerity whenever you feel distracted. Number 4, focus on small, sincere acts. As a Muslim and in Islam, even the simplest acts can carry a huge spiritual weight when done with pure intention. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, smiling in the face of your brother is charity. Think about it. Just a smile turn into a good deed. This means that small, everyday gestures like smiling, holding the door open for someone, offering a compliment, can be acts of worship when done with the right intention. For example, smiling at a coworker with the intention of spreading positivity, helping a stranger carry their groceries. I remember a story of a brother who was with me, and anytime we were somewhere and he saw a mom with the stroller, he would just grab the stroller when we're going up and down the stairs, and it was his way of rewarding that person. No one's gonna ask for your help, but going and doing it on your own with a sincere intention, people love that. Small, sincere acts are often easier to sustain than those big, grand gestures. Over time, these small acts can build habits of sincerity and goodness, reshaping your character. Set a goal for yourself to perform at least one small act, whether it's a text or a compliment or holding the door open. Something intentional that you do every day just for the sake of Allah, out of kindness. Reflect on it at the end of the day and see how it made you feel and see if it impacted others. Imagine the ripple effect that small, sincere acts can create. How can they brighten someone's day, inspire others to do the same? The easiest example of this is the drive-through chain where someone pays for someone behind them and it just continues going. Number 5, start and end your day with dua. A powerful way to refine your intentions is to ask Allah for guidance at the start of each day and at the end of each day. In the morning, ask Allah to purify your intentions, to guide your actions towards what pleases Him, to help you stay sincere even in those challenging situations. In the evening, reflect on your day and ask Allah to keep you sincere, to keep you humble, to accept your efforts, to forgive you for any mistakes in your intention, and to strengthen your sincerity for the next day. This works especially well because dua is a way to stay connected to Allah, supplication, and acknowledge that you rely on His guidance alone. It's also an opportunity to reflect on your actions and recommit to sincerity. Create a daily dua journal where you write down your supplications and your reflections. Journaling in general is great. This practice helps you stay mindful of your intentions and it helps you spiritually grow. Imagine that you're starting, ending each day with a clear heart and a renewed sense of purpose. Lastly, in my eyes, one of the most important things that you can do to fix your intention and to keep it on the right path is surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with can significantly impact your intentions. Being around individuals who prioritize sincerity and goodness inspire you to do the same. I gave that example of the brother who would take the stroller from any single mom or any mom who he saw that was struggling to go up and down the stairs. I started implementing that same thing into my life immediately. A friend who gives charity selflessly may encourage you to approach the same generosity with the same spirit. A coworker who genuinely cares about that work that they're doing can remind you to bring sincerity to your own efforts. Positive influences create an environment where sincerity feels natural and supported. On the other side, on the flip side, on the other side, being around people who prioritize other things that is away from sincerity can definitely take you into the wrong direction. Seek out role models, whether in person or online or through books or through lectures, who embody sincerity and inspire you to do the exact same thing. Imagine how your intentions would flourish in an environment of positivity and genuine care. Refining your intentions is a journey. It's not a one time effort, not one and done. You're going to have to keep doing it. But hopefully, by incorporating these daily practices that we just discussed into your daily life, you can continuously align your actions with sincerity and purpose. Remember, intention is the silent force behind every action. It's what transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary and connects your heart to Allah. When you start with Bismillah, ask why. When you start with Bismillah, ask why, focus on sincerity even in the smallest acts. You're not just performing tasks, you're creating meaningful purpose. You're creating a meaningful, purpose-driven life. Imagine looking back on your day and knowing that every action, no matter how small, was aligned with pure intention and a higher purpose. Let your intentions guide you, refine you, transform you every moment into something truly meaningful. Your intention is the invisible thread that gives meaning to every action. Without it, even success can feel empty. Start each day with a clear niyyah and watch how your life transforms. Ready to align your actions with purpose? Don't forget to subscribe, sign up for my newsletter, and let's do this together.